Good evening, people of YouTube. Welcome. You with me, Nerd in a Crazy World. Okay, so if you guys remember, which I hope you do, I made a video about a month and a half or two ago, a very short video about the Lenovo Y510p, and I played Skyrim on it, which was on another video. Anyway, regarding the first one, regarding the Lenovo Y510p itself, now here I'm going to do a slightly more comprehensive video about the laptop, and I have the laptop right here actually. So this is after 6 months of using the laptop. Sorry, this is the back. Okay, so this is the laptop, as you can see, the top surface. Okay, so anyway, the specs of the laptop: Intel Core i7 4700MQ processor, clocked at 2.4 gigahertz base clock, turbo boosting up to 3.4. Okay, and it is a 4-core quad-core processor. Okay. Furthermore, this thing has an 8 GB RAM size. At least the one I have does. It's expandable to 16. So the one I have is 8 GB of DDR3 RAM. But the star of the show is the 2 GB DDR5 NVIDIA GeForce 750M graphic card, which is in here. I repeat, it's DDR5. So the clock speeds are higher, the performance is faster. However, I read if you go for the option where the screen is of a lower resolution, they also have one model where they offer the screen in 1366 by 768 resolution, I think. So if you're going to go for that resolution, you might as well just get the DDR3 version of the 750M, because I've read that that performs better in lower resolutions compared to the DDR5 version. Anyhow, the screen I got was a full HD one, so 1920 by 1080. Beautiful screen, bright screen, very clear. Okay, so I got the DDR5 one version because, well, it's higher resolution. Okay, what else? It has a DVD drive because I don't really use CDs in, honestly, so I didn't find any point of putting in Blu-ray drive. Okay, so now I'll just quickly go through the exterior very fast. I showed you the top earlier, so this is the first side. Two USB 3 ports here. As you can notice, one is broken because I had a slight mishap with it the other day, so I've got to go claim my warranty on this. Okay, I have an HDMI port here, Ethernet port here, VGA port here, and the copper cooling, which does a fantastic job if you ask me. Okay, I have the power socket here, and I have a Lenovo BIOS recovery system here button. Well, basically defaults the BIOS settings back to factory once you press it. Okay, the back is very plain, just the hinges, and the other side. Okay, Kensington lock as normal. This is the optical drive I was talking about. You can choose an extra graphic card, making this an SLI monster. You can choose an extra fan, which improves the cooling, or you can choose an extra hard drive or an SSD, depending on what you want, or you can choose an optical drive like I did. The ones they have are Blu-ray and DVD. I went with the DVD one simply because I didn't want to pay extra for something that I won't really use much. Okay, this is an always-on USB 2.0 charger, meaning you can plug your whatever USB charging devices in here, although the laptop's turned off. Keep in mind that you can adjust the settings from the BIOS, whether you want this to always be turned on with power or turned off. I have mine turned off, so because I don't really use it much. Okay, you have a microphone port here and headphone port here. Okay, when I saw this laptop, I was thinking about cooling because I heard about the stuff inside and I was like, whoa, i7 is already hot, I know. Dedicated graphic card would be pretty hot as well, so I got a bit worried. And I saw only one port here. But then, if you guys are familiar with Alienware's cooling, where they suck air from underneath and they expel them through massive vents at the back or at the side, at the back actually. Well, Lenovo has taken kind of the same route. If you look on the underside, there are two fans, one here and one here. Okay, they suck air in. I think this side is CPU and this side is the GPU. They suck air in and they expel air through these pipes here. Okay, so for me when I saw that, I was quite taken aback because, well, cooling of course it's important, right? So anyway, the underneath is pretty clean. You can see the Windows 8 sticker. More a bit of RAM cooling on this where my thumb is right here. Okay, and the legs of course. And this is the battery. Okay, so that was a very brief overview of the exterior of the laptop. We'll go to the interior now. This is the interior of the laptop. Okay, as you can see, it's a fingerprint magnet. Okay, hello guys. Okay, anyway, the screen is the beautiful keyboard, red backlit one. These are what I really like. The wonderful speakers, JBL branded. Okay, and the hinges, and this is the branding screen. All right, so what I like about the laptop. Well, firstly, I like the sleek. Sorry, I do like the sleek aluminum finishing of the laptop. It makes it look well. It makes it look sleek, as I said. So, hence the sleek aluminum that I said before. Okay. Besides the aluminum finishing, well, I do like the keyboard because I do type a lot, and well, it has Lenovo's AccuType, I think, Intelligent AccuType, something like it, and which makes it so much easier to type. And the keyboard, each keys are slightly curved, so it fits my finger in very nicely. Okay, and night, and if the lights are off, turn it off. The red backlight makes the laptop look super. Okay. However, what they could have done is, since they have a really nice looking backlit keyboard, red one, they could have actually outlined the speakers with red LEDs, because just to increase the wow factor, since this laptop is branded as a multimedia laptop, slightly high end multimedia slash gaming laptop, but I mean, it marketed as a multimedia laptop, but I treat it as a gaming one. What I feel is they should have actually, the lights will give it a more effect. Like for example, the Alien 17 would not be the same without those lights. Even the M17, even the 14, even the M14, even the 11, M11, even the M15, it would definitely not be the same without those lights. So could have put some LEDs around the speakers just to make it shine. Okay, anyway, that was the keyboard. Okay, and so first I like the aluminum finishing. I like the keyboard. Thirdly, and I really like this one. Okay, because I take my laptop around almost everywhere. The size of the laptop for the performance that it offers, okay, without really overheating that much, because as I said earlier, it has an i7 Haswell processor, has a dedicated GeForce 700 series graphic card, has 8 gigabytes of RAM in my particular system, um, and the list goes on. So the fact that they managed to put it in a system that is about this thick, the highest thickness is this thick, right? This thick, really. The fact they managed to put it here is very impressive. And okay, although it's a bit heavy for a 15-inch laptop, but it still fits my bill for portability of a system this powerful though. So kudos to Lenovo for doing so. Alright, so well, that's about what I like. And of course the SLI that I mentioned earlier. In the future, if I want a more powerful system, I could either choose to buy a new one, or add as a graphic card in, which will definitely make it a 750M DDR5 SLI. So I would have probably effective of 4 GB of DDR5 RAM. Wow, which would rival maybe even a 770M graphic card, which is really quite amazing. Alright, that's what I love about this laptop. One more thing I need to add is I like the cooling suction, air suction below, which gives me a bit more confidence that this laptop is able to handle more tasks at with a slightly constant lower temperature. Okay, now what I don't like. Okay, if you remember, I showed you the laptop inside earlier, right? The screen is a wonderful screen, but the bezel around the screen spoils the entire thing for me. I wish they made the bezel. Okay, the top part of the bezel is about this thick, yeah? This thick from here to here, okay? From the inside of my fingers. If they made the top this thick, or they made the entire surface glass, like the Alienware, for example, it's going to be wonderful. Alright, so Lenovo, please listen. Please do that next time. It's going to be a wonderful laptop. Okay, what I don't like again is, as I mentioned earlier, I do type a lot. Okay, the keyboard is wonderful. The body looks nice. But, you know when you type, right, your hand stays like this for long. This part here, aluminium, very nice finishing. Okay, aluminium right here. Here there's a small plastic hiccup which is quite sharp on your hands actually, so it gets quite uncomfortable after a while. So Lenovo, please improve that as well. And lastly, I don't like this touchpad. Lenovo, you advertised it as being able, as a gesture thing, being able to zoom, to rotate. I tried it, it does not work. The touchpad itself disgusts me every time, because it's buttonless. Every time I click, the cursor moves and the scroll does not work sometimes. It's horrible, so Lenovo changed that. But overall, very good laptop. For all of you who want to buy this laptop, please go ahead. Uh, in the future, probably tonight itself actually, I'll be posting a video of Dead Space 3 on this laptop. I just downloaded the game actually. Okay, I got it from Steam, and it's a superb game. So I'll show it to you various settings so we can refer to that later on this particular laptop here, the Y510p. Alright guys, so if you guys want to get this laptop, I suggest you, because it's an amazing laptop for an amazing budget and an amazing price to performance ratio. So do get it, sorry. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great evening. Live long and prosper.